Welcome back to the final installment of Late Night Bochinche Boquete. Boquete, the best coffee in the world. Many of us moved here with a vision of owning a small coffee farm, cultivating special varietals, and picking, drying, roasting, and brewing our own exceptional cup of joe every morning. Well, the truth is that for most of us, the dream has been sundered by rising worker salaries, fungal rust blooms, and the previously laughable idea that nobody workers actually appreciate electricity and toilets. While most of us have let this dream pass us by, the few, the daring, the Lamastas, the Petersons, a few other pioneering Boqueteño families have persevered. They now produce a rare, extremely weak varietal that tastes like, well, actually, Bochinche Boquete's budget limited this reporter's ability to actually taste it. The amazing thing is that this coffee actually beat out other specialty coffees that are world famous for their exceptional processing techniques that usually involve the bowels of civets or elephants. Imagine, Boquete coffee actually managed to win without having to pick berries out of elephant dung. These daring entrepreneurial families have grown a coffee that actually attracts up to $803 a pound. That works out to just $65 a cup. If any of you have been back to the US lately, you can now go to Starbucks and pay premium prices to order your favorite coffee as Trenta, Venti, Grande, Tall, or Short, or request the best of Boquete in the special teaspoon sip size. It also means that the rest of us who can't afford a cup can live in a town with the best coffee in the world without the hassle of actually growing, picking, drying, or roasting it. And now, to finish our evening news, a salute to the Boquete sign at Sefati. The lovely colorful block letters that spell B-O-Q-U-E-T-E are the perfect gateway to our beautiful town. Not only does every bus, traveling family, and tourist stop there, but Boquete has been honored by the Panamanian tourist industry as it's the #1 source of selfies, promoting pride. Thanks to the crowds that arrived to see these amazing letters, Sefati has expanded their tourist attractions. The biggest new venture is a public-private partnership with a Japanese gaming firm that's taking whack-a-mole to the newest level. Inspired by the ever-increasing levels of skill required to drive past the Boquete sign, the Japanese are calling this new game Whack-a-Car Motocross. They reviewed the history of when drivers were content with the adrenaline levels of managing the merger of 3 lanes down to 1 lane without full visibility on a steep decline. But let's face it, most of us mastered that one or we wouldn't be here tonight. Our adrenaline levels and ego satisfaction demanded more, and the Boquete sign delivered. A parking lot was added that requires drivers to back into the highway meters before the merger takes place. Simultaneously, Sefati added 4 full-time employees to drop kitty kibble in odd locations. Now that the Coati population has tripled, there are reports that kitty kibble has spread into the 2nd lane. Then the selfie portraits were promoted to the point that family members began standing in the highway to take the perfect shot of their loved ones with the Boquete letters and the Coatis. Most of us have passed each of these skill levels. And those that couldn't, well, they probably should have moved to Medellin. As more and more of us have mastered these new challenges, obviously new obstacles were needed. Sefati brilliantly called upon the downtown road crews to add new elements, including constantly changing cone lanes coming up and down the hill, with large piles of deadly debris in the right-hand lane. Obviously, the fun will continue. Boquete Bochinche has just heard about the latest addition. Buses that cannot fit into the parking lot now pull into the Volcancito turnout, with pedestrians being released to rapturously cross the road to the miraculous Boquete sign. I know we all enjoy this surge of adrenaline every time we come into town. Soon you can share the excitement with your family and friends back in your hometowns. Whack-a-Car Motocross, coming soon to an app in your computer. And it's good night from Bochinche Boquete, the news you can use.